In 2015, more than 1 million people escaping war and poverty have arrived in Europe. Austria is at the same time a transit country for some migrants and a final destination for others. At some point, more than 10,000 migrants entered Austria each day. Regardless of their situation, the Austrian Red Cross tries daily to help these migrants. It provides them with decent shelter, food, but also helps them to keep in touch with their family, a Red Cross specialty.
For us, this population movement was nothing new. Of course, we never dealt with this huge number before, but we knew that this is going to happen. We had already an increase in cases from 2013 to 14, it doubled. And I can tell you now it's exploding. What was the big challenge for us was the transit issue, people passing through, and how can we ensure that they use the service of the RFL network. So we already started in September 2014 to set up something, we called it an RFL pack for our disaster managers who are responsible for the accommodation and the care of those refugees passing through. So for us it was important that we are already prepared, that the whole Red Cross National Society knows what our RFL needs, and even more important, with whom are you going to deal with?
Wi-Fi was quickly installed in train stations and in reception centers to help migrants contact their families. Information on the tracing service was added to the Wi-Fi's homepage, along with information on other important services. Posters were hung in accommodation centers to promote Trace the Face program, which helps migrants looking for a missing family member. Moreover, every day, the Red Cross works on preventing family separation during the journey through Austria. But the Austrian Red Cross specialty lies in its program for family reunification.
I mean, basically, in Austria, refugees and people with subsidiary protection have the right to bring their family, their nuclear family, which means spouses and minor children, to Austria too, so that they get the same protection. In this procedure, we accompany the people and the families. We try to intervene, try to ask at the authorities, try to communicate with them to see what is the current status of the procedure, if there is any problem where we can help to solve. We help the people with organizing the DNA test, and later also with organizing the exit from the country of origin or the country where they are at the moment, the transit country, which is sometimes a really big problem because often the people are illegally in any country, they don't have any exit permits, they have to pay fees to leave this country, although they already have the Austrian visa. Normal family reunification, I would say, takes from 6 to 12 months. In regular cases, they are a bit faster in the Syrian cases, which are normally between 4 and 8 months.
The special needs of the reunified families in comparison to the other refugee families is that you have one person that is already in the country of destination, and the family puts all the expectations on this one person. So especially for minors who are going to school, it's almost impossible for them to handle the situation. They need to arrange the flights, they need to translate, they need to explain their parents to which embassy they need to go. They have to find the money because family unification is not paid by the state and there's no funds for it. It's really for the person here in Austria who tries to get his family here, they need support.
Ich bin direkt in Afghanistan, 16 Jahre. Ich bin gekommen nach Iran, erstes Mal. Und dann mit LKW und PKW und ganz zu Fuß nach Österreich. Ich bin gekommen und ich bin ganz sehr glücklich, weil meine Familie kommt nach Österreich und mit mir gemeinsam leben. Und das ist ganz toll für mich, ganz lieb.
Especially now we had to adapt to the Syrian crisis. We do have a lot of Syrians that directly come here to Austria to stay here. And they had incredible fast asylum procedure, which means they are entitled to get their families here. Usually the family unification procedures are much longer. So people have time to settle, to find a flat, to find a job, to arrange the travel of their families. But now with the Syrians, they come here and basically they get their asylum and they say, okay, now my family needs to come here.
جاي مشان نسلم مشان عائلتي بحلب مدينة حلب وضع نازلة قذيفة على البيت وابني المريض في عندي ابني معه نقص اكسجين بالدماغ معه شلل دماغي يعني انصاب واخذوه على المشفى وابني الثاني هيك كله غبرة.
We saw in the past that it's of course their main wish to be reunified with their families. And they are very happy when they know, okay, I have my plane ticket and they are going to arrive tomorrow. But in reality, then the big challenge starts because they have been separated for such a long time. We set up a volunteer system, a buddy system, where Austrian volunteers are going to support those families for 1 year, 2 years within their first steps in Austria to live as a family again.